Long time ago, in a quiet village, there lived a girl named Ngozi. She was beautiful, humble, and full of dreams. But unknown to her, her life had been tied to a mystery from birth, a secret that began the day she and her twin brother came into this world. When Ngozi was born, her mother screamed with both joy and sorrow. She had given birth to twins, Ngozi and Obinna. But Obinna did not live past the second week. He died mysteriously in his sleep, and the family buried him under the big udala tree behind their hut. The elders said twins share one soul in two bodies, and when one dies early, the spirit of the other never rests. Elder woman: "Mark my words, Neka. This boy will never leave her side. His spirit is bound to her till death." The mother, weeping, thought it was just old women's talk. But she didn't know the curse had already begun. After Obinna's death, things fell apart. The yam barn went empty, goats died one by one, and their father lost his eyesight after a strange fever. The villagers whispered that the twins brought both blessing and burden. But Ngozi grew into a smart and beautiful young woman. She helped her blind father and her mother at the farm. Still, the shadow of her dead twin followed her. At night, she dreamt of a young boy calling her name. Obinna's voice, echo. "Ngozi, you promised you won't leave me." She would wake up sweating, her heart beating fast. One morning, an old auntie from the city visited. She saw Ngozi suffering and said, "Auntie, Ngozi, come with me to Lagos. You deserve a better life." Her mother was reluctant, but finally agreed. They packed her small box and blessed her. Before she left, Ngozi stopped by Obinna's grave and whispered, "Ngozi, brother, I'm going far, but I'll never forget you." The wind blew strongly that day, and the udala tree shook as if something had heard her. Lagos was a new world, bright lights, cars, noise, and strange people. Ngozi started working at her aunt's restaurant. She was hardworking and polite, and soon customers loved her. One evening, a handsome young man walked in. His name was Chidi. He looked familiar in a strange way. The same eyes, the same smile, the same dimple as her late twin brother. Ngozi's heart skipped. She stared as if she had seen a ghost. Chidi, smiling. "You look like someone I used to know." That was how their story began. Weeks passed, and their friendship grew. Chidi was kind, caring, and protective. He told Ngozi that from the day he met her, he felt a strange connection, like he had known her all his life. They would walk along the beach after work, watching the waves crash. But sometimes Ngozi noticed something odd. His shadow didn't always appear on the sand, and when she held his hand, it sometimes felt cold. Still, love blinded her. When Chidi proposed, she said yes, despite her aunt's warning. "Auntie, Ngozi, something about that boy is not ordinary. I dreamt he wore white and disappeared in smoke." But Ngozi laughed it off. Love had covered her eyes. Their traditional marriage was quiet but beautiful. Chidi's family didn't attend. He said they were abroad. The people thought it strange, but the music drowned their worries. That night, as Ngozi and her new husband entered their new home, the wind howled. The candle lights flickered. Chidi, softly, "Ngozi, you kept your promise." Ngozi, "What promise?" Chidi, smiling, "You said you'd never leave me, remember?" Ngozi froze. Her heart stopped. That was exactly what her twin brother used to say in her dreams. From that night, strange things began to happen. Ngozi's reflection in the mirror sometimes showed two faces, hers and that of a man. She would wake up to find sand on her bed, like grave dust. Neighbors complained that at midnight, they heard two voices arguing, a man and a woman, though Chidi was never seen outside in the daytime. When she asked him about his family, he smiled and said, "Chidi, they are around you, always." One morning, Ngozi found a small charm under her pillow, wrapped in white cloth with 2 baby teeth inside. She ran to a local priest. The priest listened quietly and asked, "My daughter, what is your full name?" "Ngozi." "Ngozi Obina." The priest's face changed. "Priest, Obina, that name calls spirits. Do you have a twin?" Trembling, Ngozi told him everything. About her brother who died as a baby, about moving to the city, and about meeting Chidi. The priest gasped. "You didn't marry a man. You married the spirit of your dead twin brother. He came to claim his half of the soul. This is not love, my daughter. It's bondage." Ngozi screamed and fainted. When she returned home, Chidi was waiting. His eyes glowed faintly, and his voice was deep. "Chidi, you went to them? You want to break the bond?" Ngozi begged him. "Ngozi, please, Obina, let me go. I didn't know it was you." "Chidi, we were born together. We must live together, and we will die together." He stretched out his hand, and the house began to shake. Plates fell, lights went off, and Ngozi screamed for help. The priest and her aunt arrived just in time, chanting prayers and breaking the charm with holy oil. Chidi's figure began to fade, whispering. Chidi's voice echo. "Ngozi, you promised." Then silence. Ngozi was never the same again. She returned to the village, weak and quiet. She visited her twin's grave one last time and placed a flower on it. Ngozi, softly, "Rest now, my brother. I forgive you. But I will live." The wind blew gently through the udala leaves, calm this time. In African belief, the bond between twins is powerful. Life and death may separate them, but love, or curses, can tie them forever. So when you hear stories of strange love or ghostly visits, remember, sometimes the past doesn't die. It only waits for you to open the door. And that is how Ngozi learned that love is powerful. But when it crosses the line between the living and the spirit, peace must be restored. Sometimes what we think is destiny is only a test of our spirit. So my friends watching at home, tell me, what do you think? Was Ngozi truly cursed from birth? Or was her love too deep for this world? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, because many more mysterious and powerful African folktales are waiting for you right here.